Good morning. This is Dr. Masodan Reddy, EBR WITS Kavali. Today, this session for second BTech first sem EE students. Subject is basic electrical circuits. Unit 4, theorems, network theorems. In this session, Thevenin's theorem with DC source, Thevenin's theorem with AC source, Norton theorem with DC source, Norton's theorem with AC source will discuss. Thevenin's theorem with DC source. So first of all, any theorem, we need the statement of the theorem. What is the purpose of this theorem? How to evaluate voltage and current using this theorem. So listen carefully. See this circuit diagram, which contains 4 resistors, R1, R2, R3, including load resistance, and connected to the supply. Now I want to calculate the current flow through this load. How to calculate? We summarize this total circuit into an equivalent circuit, and that equivalent circuit will contain only 2 sources, 2 parameters. One is voltage source, another is resistance. Both are in series and connected to the load, is called as Thevenin's theorem. Thevenin's theorem states that any linear circuit containing several voltages and resistance replaced by just one single voltage in series with a single resistance connected across the load is the statement of Thevenin's theorem. Steps to apply Thevenin's theorem. So first, step 1. We'll see here. Remove the branch resistance through which current is required to be calculated. So what is the meaning of that? The first step is remove this resistance. Remove this resistance. So remove that resistance. And the second step is calculate the voltage drop across open circuited terminals. Is called as open circuit voltage, is also called as Thevenin's voltage. This voltage can be calculated by simplifying any network simplification. See here, how to evaluate this open circuit voltage. So open circuit voltage VOC is equal to the current flow through this resistance. Why? Because no current flow through this R2. So only current will flow through R1, R3. So it is open. So therefore I into R3 is the open circuit voltage, is also called as a Thevenin's voltage. But what is the current I? Voltage by total resistance. What is the total resistance? R1 plus R3. Therefore I is equal to Vs by R1 plus R3. VOC or VThevenin is equal to I into R3. So this is about open circuit voltage. Step 2 is over. Then you will come back to the step 3. In the step 3, we want to calculate equivalent resistance, are also called as the Thevenin's resistance, as viewed through as viewed through terminals branch of open circuited, in which current is to be calculated by removing that impedance and replacing all independent sources by their internal resistance. Mean that you see in this view and evaluate all the equivalent resistance by reducing series and parallel combination of resistance and replace if any sources are available. If it is voltage source, short. If it is current source, open. Why? Because the internal resistance of ideal voltage source is 0, shorted, and internal resistance of ideal current source is 0, infinity. So you want to open. Now we'll do that step. See here. This is called as a Thevenin's resistance, or also called as equivalent resistance. Here we shorted this voltage source and we are seeing in this R1, R3 are connected parallel, R is connected in series with R2. That will go correct. R Thevenin is equal to R2 plus R1 in parallel with R3. R1 R3 by R1 plus R3 plus R2 is the total resistance. That total resistance is also called as the equivalent resistance. That resistance is also called as the Thevenin's resistance. Step 3 is over. Then you'll come back to the step 4. In step 4, draw the Thevenin's equivalent which shows the voltage source with the equivalent resistance R Thevenin in series with across the terminals of the branch through which the current is to be calculated. See, so this is the Thevenin's equivalent circuit which contain Thevenin's voltage and Thevenin's resistance in series. This combination is connected in series with the load. Then we can able to calculate load current IL is equal to V Thevenin by R Thevenin plus RL. So see that how you are calculating. So this is the actual circuit we are having. This is the actual circuit. We want to calculate this IL. IL is equal to VTH by RTH plus RL. We found how we converted this total network into an equivalent network that is called as the Thevenin's equivalent circuit, which contain VTH and RTH in series with RL. Therefore, now we can able to calculate this IL. IL is equal to VTH by RTH plus RL. This current is called as a load current. So this theorem is the Thevenin's theorem. Next, we'll come back to the Thevenin's theorem with AC source. We should follow the same, but what is the difference between DC and AC? In AC, we are providing AC supply, whereas in case of the DC, we are giving only DC supply plus and minus. And we are replacing resistances by complex resistance, are also called as impedance. Complex resistance is called as impedance. So complex form. Impedance is nothing but which contain resistance and reactance, R plus or minus J into X, R plus JXL for inductive load, R minus JXC for inductive load. So we are replacing these impedances, and load is also a complex form of impedance. So we want to calculate the same procedure. AC is also same as to the DC as follow the 4 steps. So step 1, remove the branch impedance through which current is to be calculated. The second step, calculate voltage drop across open circuit terminals, is called as Thevenin's voltage by using any network simplification. Third is calculate or determine equivalent impedance, whereas in the DC, equivalent resistance are equal Thevenin's resistance, but equivalent impedance are Thevenin's impedance evaluate as viewed through the 2 terminals of the branch. So we can be able to calculate this impedance, total impedance. Already we follow the earlier method, same method we should follow. And draw the Thevenin's equivalent, which shows the voltage source VTH and with equivalent impedance ZTH in series with it as a ZL. So these are the steps, 4 steps. This is the first step, remove the in which the current to be calculated. This is the second step. We want to calculate what is the voltage drop across this open circuit. And this is the third step. We want to evaluate or calculate the equivalent impedance by replacing the voltage source with the short circuited. And finally, so this is the equivalent Thevenin circuit which contain Thevenin's voltage as well as Thevenin's impedance connected in series with the load. So this is about the Thevenin circuit with AC supply. Then we'll go ahead as Norton's theorem with DC source first. See here, we should follow the same statement. Any linear network which contain multiple number of sources and resistances or impedances, we want to reduce the total network into an equivalent circuit which contains 2 elements. One is Norton current, number 2 is Norton resistance or equivalent resistance are connected in parallel, and this combination is connected in parallel with the load is called as Norton's theorem. So we have many number of elements and we want to calculate the current flow through one element. directly we can able to calculate with the help of a Norton's theorem or as well as Thevenin's theorem. So steps to follow. First step is short. In the earlier case, remove or open the element in which you want to calculate the current. But in case of the Norton's theorem, short the branch through which the current is to be calculated. This is the first step. Short the branch in which the current to be calculated. Step 2. Obtain the current through this short-circuited branch using any one of the network simplification technique. This current is nothing but the Norton's current is also called as a short circuit current. See here, this short circuit current is equal to I divided by I is equal to V divided by R total. See here, R total is equal to simplification of this. See that. So this R2 and R3 are in parallel, is combination in series with the R1. So therefore, R total is nothing but R1 plus R2 in parallel with R3. Therefore, I is equal to V by R total. So now we want to calculate short circuit ISC. As per current division rule, you want to calculate the current through short circuit is equal to total current multiplied by opposite resistance by total resistance. I will show with the help of a circuit. I need this ISC. I evaluated this I. I is equal to Vs divided by R total. We evaluated. Then I need this ISC. By applying as per CD rule, CD mean current division rule, the total current at this node is I multiplied by opposite resistance is nothing but R3 and total resistance R3 plus R2. See here, same. ISC or IN is equal to I into R3 by R2 plus R3. So this is as per current division rule. We find out this short circuit current is also called as a Norton current. Then follow the step 3. Calculate the equivalent impedance as viewed through, in which in the earlier case as a Thevenin's theorem, we removed that in which the element current to be calculated, remove that and follow in such a direction and replace all the independent sources with their internal resistance, you can able to calculate equivalent impedance. See here. So this is about this. Sorry for this. This is a Z1, this is Z3, this is Z2 actually. So based on this, you can able to calculate this. Rn is equal to R1 in parallel with R3. So R2 plus R1 in parallel with R3. So therefore, or Z1, we remember Zn is equal to Z2 plus Z1 in parallel with Z3. So Z2 plus Z1, Z3 by Z1 plus Z3. Then you'll come back this fourth step. Draw the Norton's equivalent circuit which contains Norton's currents and Norton's resistance or impedance. Both are in parallel. See here. So this is about Norton's current. This is Norton's. So already you've seen with the help of a DC. Yeah, DC. That's why we'll go to this resistance only. No problem. So equivalent resistance. Then we connect in parallel with this RL. So this combination is called as a Norton's equivalent circuit. So with DC, we follow the resistance. With AC, we follow the impedances. So this is RL, not ZL. Here we'll follow this. In the earlier case also, these are all R only. Okay, no problem. Then we want to calculate the Norton's current by applying this CD rule, current division rule. So here I want to calculate the current flow through this. Total current multiplied by opposite resistance by total resistance. IN into R equivalent by R equivalent plus RL. R equivalent is also called as the Norton's resistance. So this is about how to evaluate the load current flow through a particular element if any circuit containing multiple number of sources and multiple number of elements of resistance or impedances, we can able to calculate by converting the total network or circuit into an equivalent network containing the two elements, Norton's current and equivalent resistance or Norton's resistance, we can able to calculate the load current. Then Norton theorem with AC source. Similarly, we'll go to this, replace this voltage, DC voltage source by AC voltage source, replace with resistance, pure resistance by impedances is nothing but the complex form of the element. So, which contain resistance and reactance R plus R minus Jx. So, R plus JXL for inductive load, R minus JXC for inductive load, capacitor load. So, we should follow the same steps as we follow in DC. 4 steps. Step 1, short the branch through which the current is to be short circuited. Obtain the current. Second, obtain the current through short circuited branch using any network simplification is called as a short circuit current, or also called as Norton current. Step 3, calculate the equivalent impedance by removing in which the current to be calculated, and follow reducing the total network by replacing any independent sources with their internal resistance. If it is voltage source short, if it is current source open. Finally, draw the Norton's equivalent circuit, which contains Norton's current as well as Norton's impedance or equivalent impedance in parallel, and combination is connected in parallel with the load. Then we can able to calculate. This is the Norton's equivalent circuit. So this is about IN, this is about Z equivalent, this is about the ZL. These two are connected parallel. Parallel combination is connected in parallel. So then IL is equal to IN into Z equivalent by Z equivalent plus ZL. Thank you. Thank you very much. All the best. Stay home. Stay safe. God bless you.